Southwestern Elementary readers, it's the time of year you've been waiting for. This year's One District, One Book. What adventures will we read about this year? Here's a little peek at what this year's book is all about.
Being a squirrel is the best thing in the world. The next best thing is living where I live, which is near school. School is where humans send their young to learn things. I don't know why. I'm not sure why humans can't teach their own young. A squirrel mother teaches her young all they need to know by the end of summer. But a human child spends 5 years in school. Now don't get me wrong. School and the yards around it are a good place to live. The people who live here love squirrels. They're always buying toys and exercise equipment for us. It's very considerate of people to give us these things so we don't become fat and lazy, like, for example, the groundhog. Anyway, one day I was exploring a new bird feeder in the yard next door to school. I was having so much fun I lost track of time. Then I realized it was evening, which is an extremely dangerous time of the day because some creatures start thinking about dinner with the main entree of squirrel. All of a sudden, I looked up and there was an owl flying straight at me. All I could do was start running. In my panic, I didn't even notice the dog who was napping in the front yard, and I accidentally ran over his nose. Well, before I knew it, he was chasing me too. Luckily, one of the humans who works at school had left the door open, as if they were telling me that school was open for me to escape the owl and the dog, and I ran into school. See, I told you that people around here love squirrels. I lost the owl, but unfortunately, the dog followed me inside. What happened in the school that day was all Dog's fault.
Master lives right next door to the school he owns, so I get to see him a lot. Sometimes he brings me to meet the children there. This would be a perfect place to live, except for that nasty squirrel Twitch. Twitch acts like he owns the yard. And Al was chasing Twitch too. I don't know what Twitch did to get her mad, but I saw Twitch was heading for the school. Don't you dare go into Master's school, I shouted at Twitch. Into the school he went, as though he owned the place. From room to room, I went chasing Twitch. What happened in the school was all Twitch's fault.
It's a good thing that there were others in the school to help me.
No, it was a bad thing that there were others in the school to blame me. But it wasn't my fault.
I am Miss Lucy Cottontail, the smartest one in this school. Ms. Walters tells the children their job is to learn, but she says that my job is to be cute and cuddly and not bite. Obviously, I've already learned everything there is to learn. One day, after the kids had spent most of the afternoon learning something that had to do with crayons and glitter sticks, I was taking a nap when I heard a dog barking. The next thing I knew, in ran that squirrel that sits on the windowsill. "Help!" that squirrel said. "Go away," I said. "There's a dog chasing me," that squirrel said. "Then you shouldn't have done whatever it was you did to make him chase you," I replied. Obviously, that squirrel has a lot to learn. Do I want to help someone like that?
Hola, I'm Lenore, the 4th grade parrot. I love poetry. My owner, her name is Rosa da Silva. She says that since we both came from Puerto Rico, poetry is in our blood. One day, this squirrel, he comes running in. I've seen him before, but I don't know his name. And he's got this big, bad, ugly dog chasing him. I'm not sure I want to become a part of this mess. But will I have a choice?
Call me Nancy. I'm a mud turtle, so I'll never grow bigger than 6 inches. This makes me the right size for Mrs. Hinkle's art class. One afternoon, after waking up from a nap, I was admiring all the new pictures. All of a sudden, there was a commotion in the hall. A noise came into the classroom. A dog was barking, a parrot was squawking, and a squirrel was shouting, "Help! Help! Help you! Help me!" I pulled myself into my shell in case there was danger.
I'm Angel. The society I'm in is a 5th grade classroom. Sassafras. Isn't that an absolutely delicious sounding word? I love saying sassafras. In this class, we learn history. Another amusing word for someone like me to say. One after-school afternoon, my tongue tasted a shift in the atmosphere when a ruckus spilled down the hall and into my classroom. Did I offer to help? Let's just say when my box landed just so on the floor, all I could say was sassafras.
You'll have to read this year's One District, One Book to see what mess Twitch the squirrel and Cuddles the dog get themselves into and decide for yourself, whose fault was it, and does it even matter? This year's One District, One Book selection is 8 class pets plus 1 squirrel divided by 1 dog equals chaos. This is one equation you will want to be sure to solve. Happy reading!